list of best friends, Millie and Molly always did class projects together. But today was different.
Right. Attention please, everyone. I'd like each of you to do a special project all on your own. No, Millie and Molly, this time you can't do it together. No, Humphrey, it's not about monsters from outer space, Tyrannosaurus Rex or dynamite. It's about you. But it should be fun. I want you to do a picture story about yourselves to show us something that is special about who you are and give a wee talk about it. You can use photos or magazine pictures or real objects if you like. But try not to be the same as everyone else in the class. That's the point. What makes you special?
This project's going to be hard. Yeah, there are so many things to choose from. I like adventures and I like animals lots and have a pet. I'm going to make a list. Well, I can't think of anything. Oh, don't worry, Molly, you will. You'll think of something that makes you special.
But as the days went on, Millie found it hard to come up with something too, as other people started to use the same ideas.
One thing that makes me special is I'm a pet owner and I like animals. Here's a picture of me with my pet mouse, Brian. And here's a picture of me looking for Brian after he escaped one time. Here's another picture of me looking for Brian.
Oh, well, that's a couple of ideas I can't use. Pets and animals.
Another time. Brian likes to escape, but I like animals anyway. And I even brought Brian in to show everyone.
Make sure he stays in his cage.
Oh no! Brian's escaped again!
Where is he?
Hey! Whoa! Watch it! Brian! Come back! There we go! Hey! Watch out! There he is!
Harry, calm down. Everyone, quiet now. Oh no, I'm allergic.
After this, Miss Blythe banned animals, birds and any living creatures of any kind.
Got him!
Well done, Harry.
None of this was helping either Millie or Molly find the thing that made them special. But Millie still had at least one more idea.
No. Aha! Here it is. Yay! My adventurer's helmet.
One thing that makes me special is I'm an adventurer. Once I found this egg, and another time I caught a big fish.
Whoa.
And when I grow up, I'm gonna catch a big crocodile and save everyone from its scary teeth. Rah!
Bless my Scottish soul. Well, thank you, Tom.
Get him, Tom!
Tom?
Yeah!
Enough, Tom. Being an adventurer does make you special, but you don't have to hurt the wee animals. Adventuring can mean you look after them. Now take the poor creature outside.
Yes, Miss Blythe.
Look, he killed it!
Though everyone else laughed, Millie had to cross adventurer off her list, while poor Molly didn't have a list at all.
I hope those who haven't presented their project are nearly ready. Well, think about something you love to do.
Yes, but Harry's already done animals and pets.
Well, what about painting? You love art.
Being an artist. That sure is one thing that makes me special. One thing that makes me special is I'm an artist. Here's a very neat drawing of myself with my mum and dad. And I write my name on it very neatly. And
Poor Millie and Molly. Every idea they had seemed to be taken. And the next day, Miss Blythe was going to ask them to tell everyone what made them special. That night, Millie couldn't think of one idea.
Millie, time to feed Marmalade.
Come on then, Marmalade. Well, I hope you can come up with something special, Molly. Unless... That's it! Sorry, Marmalade, but dinner's going to have to wait.
Millie had realised that being best friends with Molly made her very special. Millie found the lovely scarf that Molly had given her.
Can you see it, Marmalade?
And she found the book that Millie and Molly both loved.
Here it is! Beetlejuice! Hooray!
But just when Marmalade finally thought she was going to be fed some dinner,
Now we have to put this together in a pretty way. Oh, I can't wait to tell Molly what makes me special.
the next day, on their way to school, Millie was bursting to tell Molly what she was going to talk about in class. But politely wanted to know if Molly had found something too.
And then I saw a picture of you and me, and I thought, that's what makes me special. You're my best friend. Remember this photo of you and me? I didn't have much time to make a nice project, but being your friend does make me feel special. Yeah, me too. Is that your project? Uh-huh. Can I see it? Well, no. It's going to be a surprise. Oh, a surprise!
What you got there, Molly?
Oh, hi, Tom. It's a picture of Molly and me.
Poor Millie, after all the work she'd done. But Millie wouldn't say anything to Molly. After all, Molly was her best friend, and Millie wanted her best friend to be happy, even if she wasn't. But what would Millie say when Miss Blythe asked her why she was special?
Come on, Millie.
One thing that makes me special is I protect the world from robot dinosaurs from the moon. I didn't bring any pictures because aliens are invisible to cameras. But I do have a picture of my dog Zoltan, who's from Mars. And I can speak Martian to him, and he listens and
While everyone
understands.
else was enjoying Humphrey's project, Molly noticed that her best friend wasn't.
Anyone for soccer?
Bag's not playing with Humphrey. Hey, let's play handball. I've asked him.
Where do we eat our lunch today, Millie? On the bench? Not today, Molly. I still have to come up with something before this afternoon. But I thought you already had something for your project. Yeah, but someone else has already taken it. Again? It couldn't have been Humphrey. I just need to think hard. See you after lunch, okay? Bye. Millie's project. Oh no! I'm the one that took Millie's idea, and her project is so much nicer than mine.
Molly, is there something the matter with Millie? She doesn't seem her usual happy self.
Yes, there is. But I'm the only one that can make it better.
I see. Well, I hope you can, because I don't like to see any of my special people unhappy.
Miss Blythe didn't know it, but she'd just given Molly an idea.
Miss Blythe, can I borrow a photograph of you from your project?
I suppose so. Now, everyone take your seats, please, and we'll get started.
Did you come up with an idea? No. Don't worry.
Right,
I've got
the
a
last few people to show their projects. Millie, would you like to start?
Well, Miss Blythe, I'll go next.
Good, Molly.
This isn't a very good presentation because I had to do it in a rush. But one thing that makes me special is that I have a special person who is my teacher, Miss Blythe. Here she is eating ice cream. And here's a picture of her with the whole class. I borrowed it from the teacher's room. Miss Blythe cares how we all feel and thinks we are all special in our own funny ways.
Even Humphrey?
Hey, I am special.
Yes, you are, Humphrey.
The end.
Very nice, Molly. Thank you. Oh, I'm blushing. Perhaps, Millie, you should jump up here and show us your project before I turn into a red tomato.
Thanks, Molly. One thing that makes me special is that I have Molly as my best friend. Here are pictures of us together. We cook and play dolls. And this is a picture of the scarf that my best friend knitted me, which is very precious. But what makes me feel very special is that Molly gave up what she wanted to do to make me happy. Thank you, Molly. You are very special.
Millie and Molly were the best of friends, and that's something very special. It was an exciting morning at the farm. Farmer Hegarty had fenced off a new paddock for his cows. And Millie and Molly had come to watch Scout herd them in.
Molly, Farmer Hegarty's going to open the gate. But there's something swimming in that puddle. Look at the ripples in the water. Oh, let's have a look. You're right. Looks like a tadpole. Stop! Farmer Hegarty, wait! Please!
Heavens, Molly! Whatever is it?
A tadpole. It'll get trampled by the cows. We have to save it.
A tadpole? I think it'll have to take its chances. Scout can't hold these cows much longer.
We'll be quick, we promise. Please.
Oh, all right. All my days on this farm, and I've never been held up by a tadpole until now.
In you go. Swim, swim. Hello, little tadpole.
Sorry to bother you girls, but do you think we might let these cows in now?
Okay. It's your lucky day, Tiny Tadpole. Hey, Millie, let's call him Tiny. Okay, I think we'll have to find you a better home to live in, Tiny.
But that was easier said than done. Millie and Molly began their search for a nice new pond for Tiny. They started at the river because there was plenty of water there.
You'll be having a nice day now. All aboard! All aboard!
It's very busy here. And dirty. Look at the rubbish. Let's find somewhere quieter and cleaner.
It was peaceful at the vacant block down the road from Millie's house, and there was no rubbish about, but...
It's very hot here. There's no shade to keep the pond cool. And no pond either.
there was a lovely big pond at the park with lots of shade. It was quiet and clean, but...
I can't see any other tadpoles. No, just lots of big, hungry-looking fish. Maybe they ate the tadpoles. You're not going in there, Tiny.
Let's try again tomorrow.
Hey, Jack, you playing soccer?
Nah, going home. Grown-ups kicked us off the playing field.
Yeah. Look, we found a tadpole. He's called Tiny.
Cute.
Ew! Hey, he's beautiful. And he'll be even more beautiful when he grows into a frog. Yeah, if we can find him a pond to grow up in.
Millie and Molly searched the whole town without luck. There were no good ponds for a tadpole to live in anywhere.
Poor Tiny, stuck in a jar. Hey, Molly, maybe we could build him a pond right here in the garden. That's a great idea. Good thinking, Millie. Marmalade, stop that. Leave Tiny alone. Or not such a terrific idea with Marmalade about.
Millie and Molly couldn't think of one place to build a pond for poor Tiny.
Peaceful, shady, damp. Shame there's nowhere in town like that. Or is there? Huh? Look around, Molly. Right here. Oh, it's damp. You're right. It's shady and no one plays in this part of the playground. It's perfect.
A frog pond, you say, girls? Here in the school playground?
Frogs need special places. And that's the only place where everything is just right.
Well, I don't see why not. It'll make a great addition to our school.
Hooray!
So Millie and Molly found out exactly what they needed to build a frog pond and started to make the perfect home for Tiny. It was hard going, but in time they had a hole that was about big enough. They put rocks around the edges, planted some plants that frogs might like to hide in, and scattered some leaves about to keep the ground moist. It was just the kind of place a tiny tadpole would like to grow up in.
Swim free, Tiny. We'll visit you on Monday morning. Bye-bye, Tiny.
But after the weekend, a terrible sight awaited them.
Oh, no! The pond's been completely wrecked.
Millie and Molly searched and searched the muddy puddle for their little friend.
Tiny! Thank goodness you're safe. Who could have done this to your beautiful pond? These soccer boot prints might be a clue.
Yeah, we practice soccer here on Sunday. So?
Well, didn't you notice the frog pond?
Saw something new. Didn't know it was a frog pond. Thought it was a puddle.
Well, it is a frog pond. Or was. We spent ages building it. So could you practice somewhere else?
Where?
You wrecked Tiny's home.
We didn't know anything was living there. Anyway, it's our practice field and we don't have anywhere else. Yeah.
Nowhere.
Look, the final's coming up and we've got a good chance of winning. But nobody cares. They just tell us to go away.
This is the only place left to practice. And it's really important.
Yeah, more important than a dumb tadpole.
Yeah.
Well, girls, I understand why you're upset, but the playground belongs to everybody in this school, including the soccer team.
But what about Tiny?
How about this for an idea? He can live here in the classroom in his bowl.
But Millie and Molly knew that Tiny couldn't live in a fishbowl forever. Soon he was going to grow up and not be tiny anymore. First, he grew back legs. Then he grew front legs. And then his tail grew shorter until it disappeared. Before long, Tiny the tadpole was a frog. And because he wasn't so tiny anymore, they changed his name to Prince Charming.
Shoo! Shoo! Oh, you wretched fly! Oh, Prince Charming!
He ate the fly. He ate a fly.
The fly?
Will someone catch him?
Prince Charming. Jump.
I'll get him.
I missed him.
Got him.
Well Now, put a book over his pond to keep him from escaping.
Prince Charming sure is funny.
Aye, he may be funny, but I'm afraid he's outgrown his wee bowl. He needs more space. He needs to hop about outside so he can eat flies.
But Miss Blythe, he hasn't got anywhere else to live. Frogs need ponds.
Now, Molly, chin up. Maybe he'll find his own pond. He's a very clever wee frog after all.
But Millie and Molly knew there were no ponds. They'd searched every part of town. But with no better alternative, it was decided that Prince Charming would be released into the playground that afternoon.
There you go, Tiny. I mean, Prince Charming. You're free. Good luck.
Hey, what do you want, Prince Charming?
It's like he's trying to ask you something, Jack.
Oh, maybe he does need that pond to live in. Do you, Prince Charming?
But Jack, we need the playground to practice in. There's nowhere else.
And the final's coming up. It's really important.
I know, but frogs are important too.
Duh. How could frogs be important?
They eat flies, don't they? Nobody likes flies.
That is kind of cool. But we'll have nowhere to practice. Hey, how about the vacant lot in my street? It's no good for a frog pond, but it's okay for soccer. Yeah, and we'll ask our dads to build you a soccer goal there. A proper one.
What do you think?
We've never had goalposts.
And Prince Charming can have his pond.
Sure. Okay, we'll do it.
That springtime, everybody was happy. The soccer team practiced hard and won their final. Miss Blythe and the whole class helped build Prince Charming a new pond in the playground. And other frogs came out of hiding to live at the pond, lay their eggs. And the eggs hatched into new tadpoles. And there were noticeably less flies in the playground. Millie and Molly liked visiting Alf and his nan at the caravan that was their home.
Your turn, Molly.
Alf's nan taught them games from the country she used to live in. And there was always something delicious for afternoon tea.
You win, Molly.
Pack up horseshoe game now. We have the afternoon tea.
What's for afternoon tea? Is it those little pancakes? The ones with wild blackberry jam you and Nan make?
Yes.
Where did you get all these horseshoes, Alf?
My nun made them.
In the old country, I look after the horses.
My lovely nan rode horses, made their horseshoes, and cured them when they were sick.
You must know everything about horses, Alf's Nan.
I know I love the horses.
Can you get the last horseshoe, Millie?
Sure. Puddles!
The next day, Puddles got up to a different kind of mischief out at Farmer Higgity's farm.
What on earth? Oh, who's this then? Where did you come from? Goodness, Pepper. Got the sniffles, have you, my girl? As for you, Mr. Dog, better take you to the police station. See if we can find your owner.
After school, Millie and Molly were going back to Alf's caravan to play horseshoes again.
And to say thank you, I remembered my lovely nan's favourite. Puddles?
Who's your dog, Alf?
His name is Puddles.
Well, I was just about to report Puddles as a lost dog to the policeman. He was way out at my place.
Wow, your farm's miles out of town.
By the way, Alf, why is he called Puddles?
He is a stray dog and...
It's all right. I think I know now.
When Millie, Molly and Alf reached Nan's caravan, they were in for a nasty surprise.
Nan, what are you doing?
Caravan park is sold.
Sold?
They build lots of houses here. We must go.
Go away? When?
Tomorrow.
Oh!
I do not tell you, Alf. I hope to find way to stay, but no. So we must go.
Where are we going?
We take caravan to another town.
Oh no! Another town!
Millie and Molly decided they had to find somewhere for Alf and Nan's caravan in their town, so they wouldn't have to move away.
I'm sorry, Millie, but we can't fit a caravan into our yard. It's just not big enough for two families.
So we're really sad that Alf has to move away. and
Typical. Friends always let you down. That's why I don't get too attached. Now, a bunch of crisp carrots or a big firm cabbage never lets you down.
But Aunt Maud, what about your friend Biddy Bid? You'd be sad if she had to move away.
Fiddlesticks. Well, maybe.
So would there be room in your beautiful, big garden for one tiny little caravan?
Of course not. I need every single inch of my garden for fruit, vegetables and flowers. How else can I stay the best gardener in the whole town?
Tie your end of the clothesline tie. I will. I don't know why we didn't think of the path before, Millie. I just can't wait to tell Alf and Nan they don't have to leave town.
Millie, Molly, what's all this?
Isn't it great? Now Nan and Alf won't have to move away. They can park their caravan right here.
But they can't, I'm sorry, but it's against the law.
Against the law?
Private caravans can only be used in special parks or on large areas of private land, not public parks like this.
But there isn't any land like that in our town.
No, I know. Nan's already been to see me, and we couldn't find anywhere.
That means Alf and Nan will have to leave town tomorrow.
Sorry, girls.
The following day, Millie and Molly came to say goodbye to Alf and Nan.
Hi, Alf. What you got there?
Old horseshoes. Good luck charms. From Nan and me.
Thanks, Alf.
You girls, good friends to my Alf.
I just wish we could have found a way for you to stay.
Better hit the road soon, Nan. Gotta come back and get me own caravan.
All right, you two monsters. I brought you a couple of juicy apples.
Pepper! Pepper! What's wrong?
My poor Pepper. You feel hot? And your nose is running. I think you've got a fever.
I'll go and get the vet, Pepper. I'll be as quick as I can.
If only we could have done something. I'm going to miss her.
Sorry, girls, but could you hurry? Pepper's sick. Vet's out on another emergency. Got to get back to the poor old girl.
Poor Pepper! We know someone who can look after a sick horse.
She has sickness in chest.
The cold night was closing in by the time Nan reached Peppa's side.
What can we do?
Make her warm. Too cold. She get more sick.
Right.
Millie, Molly, Alf, I need your help. We need to build a windbreak. Find some blankets and build a fire. There'll be the makings in the barn.
This'll keep you warm, Pepper.
Phew! That stinks! What is it?
Medicine for horse. Vinegar, herbs.
Millie, Molly, are you going to be all right riding your bikes home in the dark?
But we can't go now. We'll just worry about Peppa all night.
Right. How about I ring home for you both? See if you can camp the night in the barn. Nan and Elf can stay with you.
Okay, thanks, Farmer Hegarty.
Alf can, but not me. I stay with Peppa.
I will too. I'll be right by your side, girl.
Look, Salt's looking after Peppa too.
Peppa really trusts you, Nan.
She beautiful horse. Beautiful horse. Beautiful horse.
Do you think she'll make it through the night, Nan?
I don't know. She very sick horse.
I'm worried too, boy.
Alf, Millie, Molly, sleep time. Go now.
Poor Peppa. Will she be all right?
If anyone can make her better, my lovely Nan can.
But it's such a cold night. And Nan said if Peppa got too cold, she would get sicker. Millie, Alf, come on. We have to check on Peppa. Peppa, are you all right? Please be all right. She's still lying down. Peppa! Peppa, she's getting up.
Oh, beautiful horse.
Peppa, my dear sweet girl. Nan, you are a wonder. Peppa is her old self again.
I knew my lovely Nan could make her better.
How can I thank you?
No need for thank you. I love the horses. I miss the horses.
You and Alf are welcome to visit Pepper and Salt any time you like. You can teach Elf to horse ride now.
No, we go away today.
Where? Why are you?
The caravan park was sold. Nan and Alf have to move a long way away. Oh, unless Farmer Hegarty...
Unless what, Millie?
Farmer Hegarty had plenty of room for Alf and Nan's caravan. And even though he lived so far out of town, Alf was going to learn to ride Peppa to school.
Hey, this means we're going to see Peppa every day at school. Yay!
And other people were helping to make sure that Alf and his Nan would be very comfortable in their new home.
There's a new home for Puddles, too. By the way, why is he called Puddles? Never mind. I think I can guess.
The policeman helped with the clothesline. And Aunt Maud and Biddy Bid planted a vegetable garden just for Nan and Alf.
Biddy Bid, don't plant the basil over there. It's got to go here, by the tomatoes. Keeps the caterpillars away. Fiddle and faddle.
And everyone enjoyed an afternoon tea of Alf and Nan's speciality.
Homemade pancake with wild blackberry jam.
All right.
I'll have some.
try one.
Yes,
Thank you.
I'll have some.
Mummy,